EnglishTim here. Today we're looking at part 2 of my Kingdom raid from the past weekend. You'll see I've now moved to Kingdom 532 and I'm now looking to try and get my points up. Managed to score a reasonable number of points and just made it into the top 100. However, there are only a couple of hours left in the event at this stage and I didn't want to be stuck with myself dropping out of the top 100 and losing the prizes, so went out for another raid. Now you'll see here that I've moved to a new hive and found a few troops, nothing significant. So if you look here, you can see coming back from the silver mine is a level 35. So I wasn't sure if they were coming back because they were just coming back, or if that was them spotting me in the hive and wanting to do something about it. So you see, by starting out, I'm just setting out a small attack here. So just a little attack for the number of troops I'm facing. It's very, very low. So let's see how this goes. I'm going to send that out and keep my dragon home. So that will leave me so I'm not sort of at risk of somebody coming along and giving me a smackdown. I've had a lot of people hit me, and it's always fun, but you do want to be well prepared if you can. So having your dragon home or keeping your dragon idle or dragon blade or equivalent is really helpful. Currently I am saving my cash, so the dragon blade is off the cards. So you can see, therefore I've kept my dragon home. Now here is the 35. You can see that they are in fact keen to play, so that's good. I will what I do here is I get my troops back ready to this time send out my dragon. I don't particularly want to go up against a level 35 who most likely has pretty decent stats. It's an older kingdom, same level as I've got, so it should be a pretty decent battle. So called back my troops, and now I'm going to hit the Colossal March, so I can get an extra 10% on my troop cap, and I'm going to send out a proper march this time. So you can see I'm sending out a just over 300,000 troops, and we'll see how he reacts. So was he happy to take me on when he could see I didn't have my dragon? Or is he willing, or she willing, to take me on head to head? So benefit is they are shielded, so the SSD, you can see they're shielded, so they cannot attack me directly. The only way we can fight right now is if they break their shield, or if we fight in somebody else's city. So looks like they're keen. They are en route. So we are now about to clash. So let's see how this goes. Be interesting to see. I think power-wise that we are going to be pretty similar, and it's always fun. Let's see how he can do in reinforcing. There's a couple of thousand troops there already, but that's really not going to influence this attack with a level 22 in Lana's city here. So I am now en route. The reinforcements are in, and it's time to see how this goes. So boom, there it is. So £1 million power loss there, not a major loss comparative, and that's kind of the level of troops that you can lose without exceeding your hospital capacity. So let's check it out. I've managed to win that one. So you can see I managed to destroy 150,000 of their troops to 85,000 of mine. So that's a very successful attempt against a stronghold at the same level as me. Taking me up to 94th, which is good, but probably still not enough points for me to get my top 100 prizes. So I'm not in this to just fall out of the hundreds. So I'm definitely have to stick around and keep fighting. However, I do have the issue now that my dragon's out. I am exposed, so I'm going to do my best to try and get people back quickly. However, you can see I haven't got any speeds ups, and I am now being attacked by another player who's jumped in. Unfortunately, they catch me before I'm really ready, so you can see that I'm now doing a quick jump to prevent multiple attacks landing quickly before I get my troops back, but I'm going to have to take a hit without my dragons, so that's going to be a bit costly. You can see I lost 300,000, but I fought back and took out 80-odd thousand of their troops, so not too bad with my dragon out against a level 39, so I'm okay with that. I would have been better off if I had got my dragon back. Stats wise I would have actually been slightly up. So what that's meant is I am now thinking quite heavily about whether or not that 39 is somebody I should be coming back to have another look at. Karabas He has hit me, he has won, but I don't think there's enough power there for him to feel like he can't take a little hit back. So just having a quick gander now, so working out where I can go, what's the best way to get in to hit him and make sure that I get the best results out of this. So he's from Kingdom 636, so he's another invader, so he's actually now going out and attacking some of the other players. So that's always handy if he's got his attention elsewhere, and especially if he can have his dragon out. Now, I should be trying to jump in quickly here, but I'm just not quite working fast enough at the moment, so I'm not going to be able to get in time to beat his march returning, which is a shame. But it's getting later in the evening in the UK, and I am therefore trying to rush a little bit to get those points. So I'm sending out a scout just to see what's happening, see what I'm up against. I don't want to hit millions and millions of troops. I'd much rather make sure that it's a bit of a fairer contest. The moment I've hit him, he has immediately teleported away, and that does mean he's got away for a moment, but not for long. There he is. So you check it out. You can see I've still got that report. So let's see what I'm going to go up against. So you can see there that he's only got 700,000 troops, so 350,000 T11s. His T10s, he's got a lot of destroyers, which are handy, but he's got 200,000 dragon rams, which, in all honesty, are not going to do much in a fight of this type. 63,000 traps, again, that's not going to be a game changer. So I'd probably come off worse in a straight head-to-head in this battle, but I would still do quite a lot of damage. So I think now's the time to go and give him a bit of a wake-up call. So he's jumped once, but he didn't jump far enough. If he had jumped to a whole different hive, this would have all been over. Checking out his stats, you can see that actually he's only got 4k stats, which comparative to my 5k when I've got my dragon home, means I'm actually going to have a reasonable attempt to go up against him. Should be fairly much a tit for tat, and we should see how well this goes. So I'm about to teleport in here and immediately get my march out. So no letting him get away this time. We're going to use that wounded conversion scroll and send it out. And you'll notice here that he's immediately sent a counterattack. So that's nice. I like people who are willing to play. He's not jumping away this time. He's sent out his army to take me on my turf. Now, wasn't quite sure what we were coming up against, so at that point I did recall my troops, and this time I'm going to chuck a full march out. So you can see that's a stronger march now. Let's see if he does another attack at the same time. So yeah, there he is. He's counter-attacking. So he wants to fight on my turf whilst I fight on his turf. Yeah, should be an interesting result. You can see all's come good, and now another player has decided to join the party. That's a bit of a shame. I'm in the middle of a battle. I've lost quite a few troops, and my march may not be back in time. So boom, there it is. He landed fast, and I did not survive the hit from him. So what happened? How did I manage to lose that one? It's almost certainly a more powerful player. He managed to get in and take out somewhere in the region of 1.3 million troops. So you can see there, I lost 850,000 troops to his 93,000 troops. So that means I was definitely up against a powerful player. You'll see now that the player I was coming up against is going to be a Stronghold Level 40 plus, and that's enough to take down a Stronghold Level 35 like I am, especially once I'm slightly depleted from earlier battles. So it was a good attack, well done, well played. He came in right when I didn't need him to. That's the second time I've been hit whilst I was out doing other stuff. So checking out those battle reports, let's see how everyone did. So the first one I'll show you is Karabas hitting my city. You'll see he lost 76,000 to my 277,000. Yeah, it wasn't a brilliant result, but I'd lost a lot of troops and my army was out with my dragons, so that meant he was taking me in a weaker position. However, when I attacked him, you can see I only lost 1,700 odd to his 365,000. So his losses were way greater overall than mine. and I'll show you now why that was the case. Now obviously he only had 700,000 troops to start with, and then he took 300,000 odd out to attack me. So you can see my stats are above his when I've got my dragon and he doesn't. And you can see here that he has, so that's my main march, which is a fairly standard crit march. And you can see here that I was up against destroyers and dragon rams. So he didn't actually have any troops who could hurt me. So the destroyers were there to die, dragon rams not do very much at all. So yeah, he was always going to lose that one. He just couldn't do enough damage. So without any cavalry or any bowmans, that is always a difficult fight. And then Drynia came and decided to join the party. Now I just lost a bunch of troops, so I was not in the best position. You can see the basic stats there: 850,000 losses to 93,000 of my kills. You can see war tomes, he has way more than me, and you can see all the down red arrows, so this was a fight I was definitely going to lose. Yeah, he had some pretty healthy stats compared to mine. Let's check out what we had going up against each other. So I was doing a non-critical defense, so that meant I had a broad range of troops and didn't activate my Undying Oath. He had 33% on his, so that's good. And you can see that my mixed troops took a lot of losses throughout. So a lot of my infantry was gone. I didn't have much left, in fact. So you can see I only had a few 100,000 infantry, which is not enough when defending against a player of this power. And you can see that the T12s there indicate that he was a Stronghold Level 40 plus. So that's an extra tier above my highest level tier. So good fight there. So he picked me at the right time and got some good kills. I've managed to get myself up to level 73 at this stage, which that would be enough to wait out the last couple of hours. So I do teleport to safety and get ready to for the reset. Prizes wise, it was great to get some extra bits. So 90 Philosopher's Stones, you can see I won at the end of the event, and also got some gold, which is always helpful, and a little bit of experience as well. So quite happy to have stayed well in the top 100. You can see 77th in that event, and 78th overall in the full event, and another 45 Philosopher's Stones there. So yeah, if you add them all together, that's some reasonable prizes that are really handy for the next festival shop event. So yeah, that was a good fun event. I managed to get up higher than I thought I might, and also get some good attention from a variety of different players. So I did enjoy that. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching it. If you did, please do click that subscribe button and click on the notification bell to receive updates about my future videos. Otherwise, I look forward to you joining me on my next videos.